Hey guys, Ellie here. Today is a pretty exciting day, as you can see. I am taking Tux on my first ever walk with him. My mom and my stepdad took him for a walk yesterday. That was his first walk that he's ever had, but today is my first chance getting to walk him. Y'all know, I explained to you guys, I think, how during the first 16 weeks of his life, he wasn't allowed to be around other pets, other animals outside, because he hadn't had his parvo vaccinations and things of that nature yet, but he just got them finally done, I think, last week, and now he's good to go out in public, out around other animals and whatever. And so my only instructions are to not let him get in the mud, because he's a house dog, obviously. Not let him get into stuff that he's not supposed to get into. But other than that, just let him walk around, let him have a good time. So let's see how he does. I ain't gonna lie, Tux pulls on the leash pretty hard. Tuxie, you enjoying going for your walk, buddy? You hear those other dogs barking all around? This is gonna be real. Oh my goodness, he's running. He's taking me with him. Woo! Tux is running. He's going fast. He's going so fast. Are we going so fast, Tuxie? Oh, look at him. He's going so fast. Oh my goodness. Man, you've been waiting a long time for this. He's been cooped up in that house for 16 weeks too many. Nope, not that way. Not somebody else's lawn. Hi, Tux. Oh, look at that jump. Oh, he's so excited to be going on a walk. Nope, not an ant pile. I ain't trying to have you get welts all over your body. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I had a feeling that this was going to be his reaction, because in the house, he's just had so much energy. I just knew he felt cooped up. He needed to get out and about and have just endless space to roam and to be free. I tried to take him outside in our backyard so that he could get sunlight. Honestly, also so the sun could probably drain a lot of the energy out of him, because he was just too hyperactive in the house for my mom and RP when they were trying to relax, trying to do work, just jumping all over them and stuff like that. So when I took him outside and he was getting sunlight just sitting there with me while I would edit videos or whatever, it worked pretty good at draining energy from him. The only problem is that it got so hot at some points that I think that it wasn't good for his paws, because I mean, the same way you wouldn't want to walk on scalding concrete while barefoot, you wouldn't want your pet's paws to be on scalding hot concrete either. So come on, Tess, let's go. Let's go, bud. Just pick the direction, any direction. So I wasn't able to have him outside as much because the concrete was really hot. Today's a really cool day, so it's fine. Also, he was eating our grass, and I think when he's older, it'll be fine. Like he'll be smart enough to know that he shouldn't eat grass, but it kind of irritated his tummy, and then he would have diarrhea and stuff when he was eating grass. So I wasn't able to take him outside the past few days, but good to be back out and about. Let's go, little doggy. You going so fast again? Oh, he's gonna be exhausted when he gets home. It's gonna be time for nap time. Mommy and Daddy are gonna love that. A few minutes of peace. A few minutes of not having a dog jumping all over him. Oh my goodness, guys, Tux is exhausting me. Check out what happens when I start running. Watch. Here, let me first tangle myself. Now I'm gonna start running full speed. Tux, let's go, buddy, let's go. Look at what he does. He does like this little zigzag thing. Look at him, he goes to the right. And then, probably because he knows the leash isn't that long, he's not even doing it. And then he goes to the left, then he goes to the right, and then to the left. Whew. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I think he's probably gonna get exhausted too pretty soon here. Yeah, guys, it's good to get a video of old Tuxie every now and then. I know y'all haven't seen him Yeah, guys, it's good to get a video of Tux every now and then. I know y'all hadn't seen him in a few weeks, but as you can see, he is growing quite rapidly. He's getting big, he's getting hefty, all those things. Yeah, the apartment life, moving in and everything, trying to balance time with my mom's family, my dad's family, with Megan's family, and then have time for me and Megan to ourselves. It's a lot of things to manage at once. It's difficult. It's not easy to see everybody all the time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. It's challenging, and so sometimes you go a little bit without seeing certain people, and it sucks, but I'm glad to be here right now. And Tuxie he hadn't changed a bit. I still come over and see him quite often, but only getting to see him like 30 minutes at a time every other day. You know what I mean? How it's just not as consistent, but that's a part of growing up, I suppose. Which, talk about growing up. That's a pretty interesting topic in and of itself. I know that Megan and my parents and pretty much everybody that I've ever talked to, they always talk about how growing up is a part of life. It's inevitable. And to an extent, I agree that it's true. You can't stay a little child forever. There are certain aspects of growing up that I don't think are so inevitable like people think they are. Like, okay, let me give some examples. Finances, having to pay bills, having to get a job, get a house. Those are things that a lot of kids may not want to do, take that responsibility, but those things are, for the most part, a part of growing up, something that everybody has to do unless you're born into a billionaire family. So yes, that part of growing up is mostly inevitable. Having to take care of people, certain things like that, having to allot your time amongst different people. Time is a big one. Having your time divided and distributed amongst other people and other things, like a job, like a hobby and stuff like that. Those are also things that are inevitable about being an adult. But I think that one thing that doesn't have to be that way is having fun. A lot of people talk about how, like, yeah, I can't be, like, I'm not a kid anymore. I need to be all brute and hard. I need to be all serious. I can't play games. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't see my parents as much anymore. I can't hang out with my siblings who are a lot younger than me because I'm an adult now. But those are things that I don't think necessarily ever have to go away. I'm sure a lot of you that are much older than me still hang out with your parents quite often and your extended family. I'm sure a lot of you that are grandparents, maybe even great-grandparents, still like playing board games and still like playing games and just in general like having fun, like having a good time. You have that youthful vibe about you. That right there is probably the Tuxie. Okay, Tux, come on, buddy. He's eating the grass. He's going to have grass in his poop, and that kind of makes him... Tux, come on. Hey, let's go. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, retaining that youthful vibe, that bliss, and that just innocent joy for life. That is the one part of being an adult that I don't think... That's the one part of life that should never go away when you become an adult. I think that it's totally plausible to maintain that as long as you live. And that's one of my biggest goals in life, is to retain that innocence and that just zest and joy for life as old as I get.